This afternoon, the Rochester Lancers host the Pittsburgh Hotspurs from Aquinas Institute Charlie Schiano Field. Hello, I'm Andrew Battisti. I'll be covering the match today. Lancers come into the match today having won their last match 1-0 over Erie in Pennsylvania, the first win for the Lancers this year and also the first clean sheet. The keeper Brian Wilkin and captain Jake Schunner leading the defense, and it was Austin Gerber off the bench with the lone goal for the Lancers. Pittsburgh has turned their season around from 2 years ago where they were last in the division. They are sitting second right now, having won 2-0 over FC Buffalo at home on Friday night. Nicky Kolarek, who used to play for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, along with Brian Akongo, had the goals. Should be an exciting and excellent match here today at Aquinas. These two teams, Lancers, have won the first two meetings between Pittsburgh and Rochester in 2019. We'll see what happens today as the Lancers host Pittsburgh here on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Look at this bit of work. Shot and goal!
Any physical contact with fans, staff, or players, including high fives. There will not be a congregation or autograph session post-game for everyone's continued safety. Please practice proper hand washing techniques and visit the various stations around the stadium. Fans, we thank you for your cooperation and your assistance in stopping the spread of germs. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Charlie Schiano Senior Field here at Aquinas Institute, home of your outdoor Lady Lancers and your Rochester Lancers. Today's match is featuring the Pittsburgh Hotspurs and your 2021 Rochester Lancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to welcome him to the field. You know him, you love him. He is Lancer Louis.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining Louis on the field, your Lancer dancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the officials for today's match. Our referee is Lauren Dearman. She is assisted by Ray Tam and Siku Stewart. Today's fourth is Troy Labarge. Today's ball team members, please welcome the 2021 Rochester Lancers Youth Academy. And now it's time for the starting side for today's visitors, the Pittsburgh Hotspurs. They are led by their goalkeeper, number 13, Jackson Brandwiney. In the midfield, number 2, Tyler Fabian. Defender number 5, Mark Alexander. Midfielder number 7, Nikki Kalaric. Running up front, number 9, Tate Money. In the midfield, number 10, Lucas Godinho. On attack, number 11, Danny Reed. In the midfield, number 15, Lucas Drummond. Defender number 19, Owain Hawkins. Defender number 37, Tierno Decore. And midfielder number 38, Derek Panucci. The head coach of the Hotspurs is Tom Campbell. He is assisted by Dan Yates, Mark Sappington, Joe Alisi, and the goalkeeping coach is Mark Dufield. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Hotspurs. And now, here is the starting lineup for your Rochester Lancers. Your Lancers are led by their goalkeeper, number 25, Brian Wilkins. On defense, number 4, Theo Panasic. Also on the back line, number 6, Jameson Rayleigh. In the midfield, number 7, Harry Fuller. Also in the midfield, wearing number 10, Lucas Free Kid Fernandez. Defender number 14, Alex Harley. Running up top, wearing number 16, Andre Demedes. In the midfield, number 17, Bruno Schiefer. Defender number 18, Ryan Walensky. In the midfield, wearing number 27, Antonio Lagamba. And on the back line, he is number 42. He is Earthquake, Jake Schindler. The head coach of the Rochester Lancers is Doug Miller. He is assisted by the birthday boy, Jeremy Longo. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, your 2021 Rochester Lancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Rochester Lancers Soccer here on Lancers TV. This afternoon, it's the Rochester Lancers hosting Pittsburgh Hotspurs from Charlie Schiano Field here at Aquinas Institute. Hello, I'm Andrew Battisti. I'll be calling the action for the game today. See if Soccer Sam joins us for some color commentary as only he can. Of course, he's busy down the field as well, but we'll see how this goes. Lancers coming off a 1-0 win over Erie on the road on Sunday, and Pittsburgh defeated FC Buffalo at home 2-0, but wholesale changes made by the Riverhounds coach Tom Campbell, no less than 9 changes to their lineup. So here is their starters. First-time goalkeeper Jackson Brandween will be in the net today. He's a sophomore at Wilmington University. 3 in the back, Owain Hawkins, 19, Mark Alexander, number 5, and Chiaro DeCori, number 37. The diamond in midfield, Tyler Fabian, the holder midfielder, number 2. Tomorrow's his birthday, by the way. Derek Panucci, number 38. Lucas Drummond, number 15. And Big Tate Money, number 9. And the 3 front runners, Lucas Godinho, number 7. The captain, Nicky Kolarek, number 7. And Danny Reed, number 11. For your Rochester Lancers, 3 changes from the lineup that Doug Miller put out against Erie. He'll start Brian Wilkin in goal. 3 in the back with Jake Schindler, the captain, one of the captains, number 42, Theo Pensick, number 4, and Alex Harling, number 14. It's a 3-2-4-1 formation. 2 holding midfielders, the captain, Brian Walensky, number 18, and Jamison Riley, number 6. 4 in midfield, Harry Fuller, number 7, Lucas Fernandez, number 10, Bruno, number 17, and Antonio Gamba, number 27. Up top, yes, it's big Andre Demedev, Andre the Giant, number 16. He was in the back for most of the home games this year, but he has been moved up top by Doug Miller in that Erie match, which the Lancers won 1-0. Lancers moving from right to left in the first half, wearing their 1970 NASL champion Lancers throwback jerseys, the blue and gold vertical stripes with blue shorts and white socks. Pittsburgh in a very interesting jersey, you have to say, gray with yellow trim and blue numerals. And kickoff, starting the game, is the Rochester Lancers. In the middle is Lauren Derman, the referee, Ray Tam and Shakar Stewart, the assistants, and Troy LaBarge is the 4th. Pittsburgh in second place in the NPSL Rust Belt division, behind Cleveland SC, who won today in Buffalo 2-1 earlier, and that's a big win. Rochester could actually go level on points with FC Buffalo with a victory today. Other game today was Syracuse and Erie playing to a 1-1 draw. So Pittsburgh standing in second place with 3 wins out of 4. Big turnaround from last season when they were the bottom of the division, winning just 1 out of 10 games. For our side, it's Owain Hawkins from Cambridge, England. Had a chance to visit there on one of our trips to England. Beautiful city. He's a graduate of Wheeling University. The guy to watch out for is Nicky Kolarek, the captain, number 7. Fans of Rochester soccer remember him playing for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds during the Rhinos championship year of 2015. Very dangerous and very experienced player is the number 7. Back to Wilkin and now Alex Harling. Lancers playing 3 in the back and loading up the midfield with 6. Try to control that midfield. Pensick, one of the new players for the Lancers. He's a graduate of Buff State from Oslo, Norway. So a lot of international players out there today for the Lancers and for Pittsburgh. Here's Alex Harling from the good old USA, Rush Henrietta High School. Plays indoors and outdoors for the Lancers. Here's Pensick. Can't keep it in play. It'll be a throw for the visitors. Tyler Fabian, who will turn 31 years of age tomorrow. He'd love to get a goal for his pre-birthday celebration. Played in Sweden for a couple teams. Also played for the Philadelphia Fury in the NISA. Here comes the Riverhounds on the attack. Or sorry, I knew I was going to say that. It's the Hotspurs on the attack. But correct me if I say Riverhounds because I'm so used to it. Just call them Spurs. That'd be the easiest thing to do. And it'll be a goal kick for Brian Wilkin, the Lancers keeper, 22 years of age, plays indoors and outdoors for the Lancers, graduate of Nazareth College and Hilton High School here in the Rochester area. Here's Jameson Riley getting the start today from Lancaster, New York. Goes to Bucknell. Back to Harling. Harling, a lot of experience now for the back. Comes Antonio Lagamba for Demedev, and he is offsides. Now, Demedev does play up top for the indoor Lancers and is very prolific there. He had 4 goals in 12 matches for the indoor Lancers in their last season, which was 2019-2020. So he's used to playing up top. And again, he'll be a target player for the Lancers using that big, tall frame of his, 6'3". Foul on the far side against the Lancers. It'll be a free kick for Spurs. Taken by Owain Hawkins. And all the way across the field for Fabian. Fabian up for Big Tate Money, number 9. And Mark Alexander, far side, for Godinho, Lucas Godinho from Brazil, Sao Paulo. He's got 3 Brazilians out there, Bruno and Lucas Fernandez for the Lancers, and Lucas Godinho for Spurs. There's Fabian again, back to Tierno Decore, who is from Dakar, Senegal. Senegal has done very well in world soccer in recent years. Lancers throw. And Schindler can't keep the ball in play. It'll go back to Pittsburgh. Just underway here at Aquinas Institute, Lancers and Pittsburgh. Lancers have had a lot of success against Spurs in their two previous meetings, which was 2019. Lancers won here 1-0 and in Pittsburgh 2-0. Here's Fabian. Fabian looking for the chip, and he gets the field goal instead. Tried to chip Wilkin, and that was left a little bit to be desired. Lancers put the ball back into play. Pensick, new addition to the Lancers from the last time this team played at home, which was 3 weeks ago. Pittsburgh played on Friday, so it'll be interesting with the 9 changes. We'll see what kind of a formation, not just a formation, but also a style of play they're going to use if they're going to just sit back and try to counterattack. But a lot of young players out there for the Spurs side today. Jameson Riley, far side, for Harry Fuller. He's also from England. London, England, is a graduate of Cornell University. Lancers still on the ball here. Fernandez up top, laying it back, and the only person there is Danny Reed. And here comes Spurs on the counter. Playing forward, looking for Money. That's a little bit too far for him. Ball cleared back into the Pittsburgh half for Fabian. Fabian squares it. That's a bad pass there. Fernandez. Fernandez gives it up for Decore. Decore is a senior at Ohio Valley University. Pittsburgh missing a lot of starters in this game as Lancers will get a free kick. It's a heavy challenge there. They're missing players from played on Friday. Josh Gaspari, Nolan Hutter, Mikel Abeda, Austin Rock, who's not even here. Neither is Rami Bensesi. There are other big scorers I mentioned in the pregame. Brian Akongo is here. He's on the bench. And his through ball for Demedev. Demedev across the keeper. He goes down. And ball still loose. Chance for the Lancers. And the shot just goes wide of the mark. Oh, my goodness. Lancers with a golden opportunity to open the scoring. And the ball just whistles by the far post as keeper Brandween, who's playing his first match for Pittsburgh, made a meal of that one.
Pittsburgh goal kick brought to you by Villa of Hope.
But it goes for naught as Pittsburgh in, stolen away by Fernandez. Fernandez in on goal. Shot and a big save by Brandween. And that's going to go out of play. It should be a corner for the Lancers. Here's that scene again. Fernandez picks the pocket of the defender, comes right in, and Brandween makes himself big and makes the save.
Corner kick brought to you by Donuts Delight.
First corner of the game, and it'll be man who takes all the set pieces. Free kick Fernandez, graduate of Temple University. Nice ball in the middle, headed away by the Spurs defense. Fernandez played for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Yes, the Riverhounds, not Spurs. Last year under former Rochester Rhinos coach Bob Lilly, but he's back here in Rochester for this Lancer season wearing the coveted number 10 jersey. Ball goes all the way back to Harling. Kolaric on him, and all the way back to Pensick. Jake Schindler. Nice article about Jake on frontrowsoccer.com from Michael Lewis, who will be on Soccer is a Kick in the Grass tomorrow with myself and Joe Sirianni. It's our 27th anniversary show. Be sure to tune in at soccerisakickinthegrass.com. We have two big special guests. Legendary American and former Lancers goalkeeper, Wall of Famer Shep Messing, the new chairman of the Major Arena Soccer League, and former MLS MVP and four-time MLS champion Dwayne DiRosario. So be sure to tune in 6:30 tomorrow on soccerisakickinthegrass.com. Ball played forward, comes off the head of Alexander, won by Riley. Far side for Harry Fuller. And he'll play it back to Jake Schindler. Lancers has been the better team in this first 10 minutes of the game. Had a couple of chances and have not able to convert them. Schindler with a long ball looking for Demidov. And off his line is Brandween, and Demidov is down. Now the question is this going to be a foul, or is this going to be not much of anything? Both players, like a big collision there. Two big bodies. Here's that scene again. Long ball from Schindler. Demidov runs onto it. The keeper comes out of his box, and Demidov going for the ball gets the keeper. Or the keeper gets Demidov. Looks like Brandween is okay, and Demidov is up and running himself. And we'll see what the referee actually calls here. This is going to be a free kick for the Lancers. I don't know if there was a booking or not there on the keeper. He's got... Lauren Durman has the card out. I've not seen her show it yet. Here in the 11th minute, a collision between Demidov and keeper Jackson Brandween. Looks like it will be a free kick for the Lancers. And there is the booking for Brandween. First card of the game.
A yellow card caution has been issued to Pittsburgh's number 13, Jackson Brandween. Caution issued in the 12th
That's for a
minute.
very hard foul. So free kick Fernandez.
Free kick for your Lancers.
Just outside the box on the right-hand side. Lancers. Bruno puts himself into the wall. Let's see if Fernandez goes for that spot. He's a right footer. Rochester fans, you can hear them making noise. They want to get that first goal. Lancers have only led in that few minutes at the end of the game against Erie this season. Fernandez over the ball. Now we're looking for Demidov here, that big body. Fernandez with the cross in, and it's headed away by Alexander. Just couldn't get enough on that one. Ball still in the danger zone. Finally boomed out of there by Pittsburgh. And ball is headed back by Pensick to Brian Wilkin. So again, the Lancers have had most of the play here so far, but still no goals. Down is Fuller, and it'll be a free kick for Rochester. Last season, Rochester made the playoffs, finished second behind Cleveland. Right now sitting in 4th place, and will actually stay in 4th place no matter what happens today, but they can move equal on points with Buffalo. Buffalo does have a match in hand and the superior goal difference at this point. There's Money. Money, nice tackle. And won by the Lancers. Fernandez to Fuller. Back to Fernandez off his foot. And Decore will shepherd it back to his keeper, Brandwein. Brandwein will play it for Tyler Fabian. And Tyler Fabian will play it in a touch. Throw for Harling. Bruno goes down. Another free kick for Rochester. Agamba plays it quickly for Harling. Harling back for Pensick. Harling again. Goes back to Brian Wilkin. Schindler. Pensick. Olansky and Schindler, Pensick, and Harling again. Lancers keeping possession here, looking for an opening. Some good work there from Jameson Riley, but he loses out in the end. There's Lucas Drummond, haven't called his name yet today. Temperature about 84 degrees and the sun is back out again, so I think both teams are going to probably conserve energy. We're not going to see a lot of pressing in this game with the temperatures and with this artificial surface. It does get very hot down on the field. We'll probably see a hydration break during both halves of this game. Brandwein plays it long, looking for Kolarek. He'll run onto it. Skipper for Pittsburgh, but will be whistled down for offsides. Lancers back in action next Sunday at 5 p.m., taking on the Erie Commodores here at Aquinas. For everyone to come out. It's free admission, thanks to the Lancer sponsors, but you can also give a donation to either Camp Good Days and Special Times or to the Breast Cancer Coalition of Rochester. Harling. Agamba back to Pensick. Riley and Schindler. So far, Lancers have had good possession in this game. They've kept the ball well. They just need to find that final pass. Here's Davidev. Good skill for big man. Fuller. Fuller again. Asking a lot of Davidev on that pass, and it goes right to Jackson Brandwein. Native of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 5'11". In his first game, Keaton Jennings had started the last couple games for Pittsburgh, and Mike Zolerzic also started a couple games. Both those gentlemen play for Robert Morris in the collegiate ranks, but both of them are not here today. The substitute keeper is Thomas Bradfield, who is actually a senior in high school. So definitely the keeper's a little less experienced than Brian Wilkin is for the Lancers. Here's Wolanski, bothered by Tate Money. Money is a sophomore at Elizabethtown University. Actually, his brother also plays for Spurs, but he is not here today. That's Landon Money. He's a senior in high school as well. They've got a nice academy, the Pittsburgh Hotspurs do. A number of their high schoolers have played first-team soccer. Here's Fernandez. Ambitious shot from the Lancers' number 10 goes wide of the mark. Moving to the 18th minute with no score so far here from Aquinas. Here's that scene again. Fernandez, about 30 yards out, tries to curl into the upper corner and doesn't get enough bend on it, but now Lancers win the ball back again. Here's Fernandez. He's onside. Fernandez into the box. Twists and turns with the left foot. Shot off the bar. And cleared out in a touch. Wow, another great chance for the Lancers there. Fernandez with his left foot, his non-preferred foot, gets around the defender, spins, turns, and lifts the ball. No chance for the keeper, but saved by the the junction, really. It almost came up at the junction of the post and the upright, or post and the crossbar. Lancers continuing to press forward. There's a throw for Riley. Molansky, far side for Fuller. Fuller looking to get a cross in, and that's going to be played out for a corner. No panic there from Owain Hawkins. And Hawkins actually on the turf now.
Lancers corner kick brought to you by Mr. Glass.
Might have got a little caught in the turf on that clearance. Lancers line up the corner. Comes into the far side, cleared out. And we're going to have an offsides call on a corner kick. You don't see that very often.
This Pittsburgh goal kick brought to you by Salvatore.
I'm actually going to say the ball went out of play and then came back in. That's the call. So it is a goal kick for Pittsburgh. My apologies. Brandween with the long clearance upfield. Comes off the head of Pensick, who's solid in that central defender role. Here's Fabian. Plays it square for Panucci. Haven't called his name much today. There's Moni back for Alexander, and on the far side for Hawkins. Moni beats one, Moni beats two. Takes the shot, he scores! What a goal from Tate Moni. Out of nowhere, the big man puts a couple moves in and puts it into the right corner past Wilkin in the 20th minute. And the Spurs take a 1-0 lead. Second goal this season for Moni. Look at that run. And a perfect shot. Nobody closed him down for the Lancers. And Moni gives the visitors a 1-0 lead. I don't think they'll have an assist on that. That's just a beautiful run. Just beating two defenders and just taking the shot. That's not much you can do about that. He just pulled his way through the defense and nobody closed him down, and Wilkin was beaten well. So against the run of play, the Pittsburgh Hotspurs take a 1-0 lead. Here's Demidov, and they're going to call Demidov, actually going to call offsides on Demidov. So just like that, Pittsburgh goes ahead of the Lancers 1-0. Pittsburgh are in that second playoff spot right now, which, again, at the beginning of the season, you wouldn't have thought that the Hotspurs would be a playoff contender, but they have really played well. And, again, with practically a new team from the game against FC Buffalo, they are in the lead 1-0. Here's Bruno to Fernandez. Good through ball and a little too far for Demidov. Lancers are pushing forward and getting opportunities. They've just got to get the ball into the back of the net. It pretty much has been the only attack Pittsburgh has had in this game was that one push by Moni, and he made it count. Here's Reed. Reed for Moni. Can he run it down? Yes, he can. Good speed for the big man. And nice little move there. Goes down and no call. Lagamba playing it back for Harling. Pittsburgh a little bit enthused by that goal as they take the lead here against the Lancers. Pensick. Harling. Bruno. Come back for the ball here. And Pensick again. A long ball for Lagamba over the top. And that's going to be an offsides call. Pittsburgh playing that offside trap, and so far they've caught the Lancers a few times. Has moved to the midway point of the first half. We'll see if they're going to do the water break here or if they'll do it at the 30-minute mark. I think the referee was trying to do the water break, but got the throw in first. And here comes Lancers. A bad play there. Here's the shot. Save. Rebound. Goal! Lucas, free kick. Fernandez cleans up the save from Brandween, and we are level at 1. And that was just a defensive mistake by Hotspurs. Just gave the ball away. There's the interception. Harry Fuller with the shot. Going to be parried by Brandween, and Fernandez right there to tuck in the rebound into the open net. And we are level at 1. Goal in the 23rd minute. And we'll have our water break. So we're 1-1 here at Aquinas as we move to the mandated FIFA hydration break. It looks like the Lancers are going to make a substitution. And Demidov is going to come out of the game, and coming in will be August Finn. So that will be a substitution as soon as we resume play here. August Finn from High Falls, New York. Lancers M2 Rookie of the Year. Here's that scene again. It's a bad cross-field pass picked up by Harry Fuller. Good anticipation. Beats Alexander. Shot it can only be parried, and Fernandez right there to tuck the rebound home. That's just a great play. Had 2 clean sheets. We're back underway. Demidov still in the game. Trying to see if Finn is actually in the game for the Lancers. They made a different substitution. I don't see August Finn out there. Well, we'll get to it at some point. Pensick all the way back to Brian Wilkin. And now Harling. So they often say 5 minutes after a goal is when other teams will often equalize, and it happens again. It's like saying 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer, and it often comes true. These adages about soccer. And it last 5 minutes of a half, and right after a goal is scored. Here comes Reed. Reed working on Harling and DeGamba. Reed goes down, free kick. DeGamba slaps the turf in disgust. He knew he didn't want to commit that foul, but he did. Danny Reed, the graduate of Allegheny College from Old Lyme, Connecticut, earns the free kick.
Brought to you by iHeartRadio. Lancer bounce balls are brought to you by Salem's Hot Dogs.
2-man wall for the Lancers. It'll be Money to take the free kick, who's the goal scorer for Pittsburgh. Money waiting for the referee to set things up. Demidov did get that big collision with Brandweed. I guess he's okay to stay in the game. Mahoney with the free kick. It's a good one into the 6-yard box. Is it saved by Wilkin? Nope, it's going to be a corner. Wilkin nearly kept the ball in play, but could not, and Pittsburgh will get their first corner kick of the game. Into the 29th minute. 1-1 here from Aquinas. Mahoney in the 20th minute and Fernandez in the 23rd. And it'll be Lucas Godinho from Sao Paulo, Brazil to take the free kick. Ball played in, comes off of Kolarik's head, and that will go out over the end line, and it's going to be called a goal kick. Pittsburgh not happy with that, but that's the way it is. Wilkin gets the ball back in quickly for Schindler. Plays it up the line. Good ball. Fuller beats his man. Fuller to the byline with the cross. Feels for handball, not given. There's Fernandez. Fernandez into the box. Chip across. Headed down and headed away. Still a chance for Lancers. Shot a goal! Antonio Lagamba with a rocket into the back of the net. His first goal as a Lancer. And the Lancers take a 2-1 lead. Fernandez picks up the loose ball. Shot goes in. Demenev heads it backwards. Ball not cleared, and there's Lagamba at the top of the box to fire it into the back of the net. No chance for Brandwein. And the Lancers go up 2-1. So Pittsburgh could not clear that ball out. Demenev heading it backwards, and it caused an awkward clearance, and Lagamba's right there at the top of the box to fire it in. What are they saying about being a slow-paced game? It's 2-1, and we're just playing now half an hour. Some challenges in the back for Pittsburgh. Again, number of players who did not play in the last game are playing in this one. Harling into touch. Big battle with Mahoney. Here's the goal again. Fernandez picks up the loose ball, takes it to the byline with a left foot. Nice cross. Demenev heads it back. Cleared out off the chest of Lagamba. Bam! That's a Sports Center goal right there. First goal for the graduate of Greece Athena High School, junior at Siena College in Albany. And it's 2-1 Lancers. Lancers win the ball back again. Fuller. Back for Schindler. Fuller's done excellent work. He set that whole thing up with that cross, that run into the box that got cleared away to Fernandez. Here comes Reed. Reed with a bad pass, gives it right away. Demenev. Lagamba the goal scorer. Lancers controlling play here. They had most of the possession and lead 2-1. Bruno's dropped back a little bit, and Jameson Riley has actually moved into the offensive midfield spot. Fuller with a long ball looking for Demenev. Actually, it's going to be run onto by Lagamba. Lagamba in the box. Shot wide of the mark. Ball might actually stay in play, and it does. Demenev looking for Fernandez. Off his head. Walensky. Shot in. Big save by Brandwein. Lancers showing some attack here today. Lancers again with the ball. Bruno. Walensky. And we have an offsides. Here's that scene again. Fernandez off his head. Ball laid back. There's the shot, and nice catch by Brandwein. There's Kolarek nearly getting on a goal. Whoop, and asking for offsides. Didn't get it, but he got the ball. Got to watch Kaleric. Very experienced, very tricky player. He's played indoors and outdoors. Played for the St. Louis Ambush in the Major Arena Soccer League, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, native of Pittsburgh, actually. He is the skipper of this team. He's by far their most dangerous player. Lancers on the attack again. Coming through. Ball just nicked by Bruno. He wanted that one back. He could have gotten that ball past Brandwein for a third goal potentially. Lancers really dominating play right now. Looks like we had a collision of heads there between Kaleric and Theo Pensick. You can see both of them holding their heads, and of course there's the just see that again. And see, actually, before the ball was played in, was that situation. Pittsburgh's going to make 2 substitutions here, and it's 2 of the players who started for them in the game against FC Buffalo. Nolan Hutter will come in, number 3, replacing Mark Alexander. He played all 4 games for Pittsburgh. He's a senior at Dayton University from Pittsburgh. And number 4, Mikel Ubeda from Bilbao, Spain. He replaces number 37, Chino Decore, who's had some struggles in the back so far. So Coach Tom Campbell going to his bench, going for his starters here, as the Lancers are really giving the back line of Pittsburgh fits right now. As we still have the stoppage as Theo Pensick is getting looked at. He's been a rock in the back for the Lancers, just coming in to the team in recent games. So 2 defenders go out and 2 defenders come in. So Hutter will slot into the center of the defense probably. And Mikel Ubeda maybe to the side, or maybe vice versa. We'll see.
A pair of substitutions for the Pittsburgh
Pensick is going to.
Entering the match is.
Looks like he's okay, as is Kaleric.
Mikel Ubeda, replacing number 37.
That hurts.
Chino Decore.
You never want to knock heads, unlike in professional wrestling when you have headbutts. When you get a headbutt in soccer, it really hurts. It can easily bust you open too. So the 2 subs are, again, Ubeda for Decore and Hutter for Alexander. And both those subs in the 36th minute. The Lancers lead 2-1. Tate Money got the first goal in the game, as they put Spurs up 1-0 on a nice individual run in the 20th minute, but then the Lancers answered with Lucas Fernandez putting home a rebound that was saved from Brandwein, and then Antonio Lagamba with a nice chest and volley into the near corner to make it 2-1 Lancers. We'll definitely having some stoppage time at the end of the first half for the injuries and the water break. Kaleric and Pensick wave back onto the field. So actually will be Hutter will go to the far side, and the Mikel Ubeda will go into the middle. Once again, Lancers on the attack. Demidev. Bruno. Bruno holding the ball. Wolanski back to Bruno. Bruno all over the field so far in this game. And ball goes right through to Brandwein, and both Lancer forwards say, nice ball, Bruno, we didn't get to it. Lagamba and Fernandez. Kaleric, ooh, off the head of Lucas Drummond. And ball just out of the reach of the Spurs player. It'll be Lancer's ball. Riley for Schindler. Schindler now goes into the center of the defense, and Pensick will go to the far side. Wilkin with the left-footed clearance toward Lagamba. And it'll be a Lancers throw as it went off of Hutter. 38th minute, Lancers 2, Pittsburgh 1 here at Aquinas. Andrew Battisti on the call. Happy to be with you here on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Joe Giuliano will be back next week as the Lancers will face the Erie Commodores at 5 o'clock here on Lancers TV. Wolanski, Bruno, Harling. Long ball looking for Demidov. He's a handful up there at 6'3", nicknamed Andre the Giant by Soccer Sam. Gama with the throw in. Riley. And ball's taken away by the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, not Riverhounds, Hotspurs. That's true. Hope it's not 3 strikes and you're out. That would be the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's Lucas Godinho. We haven't called his name much today. Here's Kolarek. Very dangerous. That's a poor ball from Kolarek. Just gave it right away. There's a chance there for Pittsburgh just giving up. Schindler. Cross field for Harling. Jake playing indoors and outdoors for the Rochester Lancers. He was supposed to play indoors this year, but there was no indoor season for the Lancers. He played with the Utica FC and also for Florida Tropics indoors. Fernandez, Demidov, and Demidov called for offsides again. Pittsburgh playing that offside trap, and you live and die by that offside trap. If you can beat it, you go one-on-one with the keeper. And so far, they've done it to perfection. They've caught the Lancers at least half dozen times so far in this game. Far side for Hawkins. And here is the substitute, Hutter. Hutter back for the other sub. Ubeda, the Spaniard, taken away by Rochester. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez holding the ball up, keeping possession. With a 2-1 lead for the Lancers in the 40th minute here at Aquinas. Alex Harling. Schindler. Riley back to Schindler. Showing him a nice step forward there. And a poor pass. Hutter. Pass just not there for Pittsburgh right now. Might be the turf, might be fatigue, who knows. But just have not been able to string passes together. Here comes Demidov. Demidov loses the ball. Pittsburgh being pressed by the Lancers right now in these last few minutes. Here's Money, all the way back in the back of the defense. That's not where you want him. You want him up top. He's already proven that with a goal today. Here's Hawkins with lots of space on that left side. Inside for Drummond. And there is Money. Now we're going to see August Finn come into the game. They held that substitution up a bit, but now he will come in. Ball on the far side for Godinho. Godinho looking for the cross. Gets it, and it's cleared out. Here's the shot by Kolarek, and it's way off the mark. Goal kick for Rochester, and we'll make the sub. It is August Finn, and it is Demidov coming out. Substitution in the 42nd minute for Rochester, so Demidov's day is over. And we'll see August Finn into the game for Rochester.
Entering the match,
Finn, 23 years old, graduate of Buffalo State University, and he's also the assistant coach at Buff State. Demidov definitely caused some trouble, and then that second goal, he helped to set that up with that header backwards, which gave the defense a little bit of trouble, and that led to Gagamba's trap and volley into the far corner. Here's Riley. Riley again. Pensick looks to be okay after that head knock. Harling. I'm sure the Lancers will be happy to take a 2-1 lead into the halftime locker room. Ball played forward and goes out of play. Finn looking for that first touch, doesn't get it. 43rd minute. We should have probably 3 to 4 minutes of stoppage time with the water break and the couple of head injuries. Ball headed in the middle, taken by Godinho. And there's acres of space on the far side for Hawkins on the overlap. Hawkins chips into the box and headed away. Still dangerous. Kolarek on the far side, lays it back. Drummond. And headed out again by the Lancers. Ball given up though. And it'll be a corner. Nope, the ball's still in play. Ball is still in play. And now there's a foul, and the ball's in the back of the net. It's a goal. It is a goal for Pittsburgh on a crazy play. It looked like that ball was out of play, but the referee said no, and Pittsburgh has tied the game 2 apiece. We'll have to check that again. There's that scene on the far side. That ball, I don't know. It was close. Then the ball came back and shot in the near post. Maybe it was Ubeda with the goal, the center back. Wow. Big goal to give up at the brink of halftime, and we're allowed at 2. Lancers thought that ball was over the end line. Of course, there's no VAR here to check that. So it was a 2-2 game, and we believe the goal was Ubeda, the substitute. Actually, it was number 10, Lucas Godinho with the goal. It was very hard to see from that angle.
First of the season, scored by number 10, Lucas Godinho. Godinho unassisted in the 44th. Fans, here's a reminder, the clock will stop.
So Godinho with the goal, his first goal of the season, and it will be a 2-2 game potentially. Pittsburgh still looking for more. Again, Lancers were in control of this game, but Pittsburgh got a break there. They didn't give up on the ball, and they got a goal in the near post, beating Brian Wilkin. It's Lucas Godinho. I'm sure Pittsburgh will be happy to take a 2-2 game into the locker room, but who knows at this point. All the way to the far side. There will be 6 minutes of stoppage time.
6 minutes of stoppage time.
Not surprising, so we'll have 6 minutes to add on here to the end of the first half. Still a lot of time left if teams want to push forward. Here's Schindler or Pensick. All 4 of the goals, no assists on them, interestingly enough. Wilkin back for Schindler. He's now pressured by Kolarek. He's square for Pensick. And looking for a handball there. Didn't get it. Here comes Pittsburgh. Kolarek. Money. Ball for Reed. Reed shot is blocked by Harling. Reed still with it. Kept in by Hutter. And that's a handball there on Lucas Drummond. Lancers free kick. Put about a minute of stoppage time of the 6 here in the first half. So we're waiting for players to get into positions. We want to play this one long, I believe. And of course he doesn't. Schindler gets it back from Harling. Pensick. Long ball forward. And it comes out of his line well is Jackson Brandween. Hutter. Long ball downfield, and it's going to be a free kick as Kolarek was held up by Schindler. Referee Lauren Durman saying, hey, it's a foul, you held him. It's going to be a free kick for Spurs. About 2 minutes into 6 minutes of stoppage time, and it's a 2-2 game here at Aquinas. Hutter will take the free kick. Referee says pull it back about 5 yards. Hutter's probably going to try to deliver this into the box, it looks like. Good ball. Into the mixer, headed away, cleared away. Money. Shot is blocked. Comes back out. Drummond swings and misses. Kolarek. Still Pittsburgh. Luckily for the 1-2, goes to the ground, but Godinho picks it up. Godinho still with it. Hutter. Hutter gets it back on the 1-2. Schindler cleans up. Back to Godinho. Still Pittsburgh. Now finally cleared away. Here's Fernandez. Lynch may be able to break here. Fernandez racing forward. Beats Drummond. Beats Hutter. Beats 3. Fernandez with the shot. Over the top. Great individual run by Lucas Free Kick Fernandez. Taking on defenders. Just missing the upper 90.
This Pittsburgh goal kick brought to you
Here's
by
Fernandez. You can see here on the replay. Beats 1 defender, beats 2, beats 3, gets it on his favorite right foot and just over the bar. About halfway through stoppage time, still 2-2. Riley tries to win the ball, can't do so. Here's Money. Money squares it. Hospital ball there, cleared out by the Lancers. There's Finn running onto it. That'll just be played forward for Hutter. And won by Rochester once again. Harling. Walensky. Schindler. Schindler playing it forward. Finn. Finn with the shot and a goal! No, it's offsides. It was close. But again, the referees hold, the assistant referees hold their offsides until the ball is played. Let's see if we get a replay on that one. There's Fuller. Fuller wins the ball. Fuller still with it. Crossing, looking for Fernandez. Cleared out by Pittsburgh. But a minute left in stoppage time in the first half. And the ball played all the way back to Brian Wilkin. Harling with acres of space, but taken away by Money. Harling got a good touch in there to stop that break, and it gets back to Wilkin. Maybe one more chance for the Lancers if they want it. Pensick. Pensick booms it upfield, looking for Finn. Finn is onside. Finn's still with it. Looking for some support here. Fuller. Fuller again. Walensky. Lancers need to get into the offensive end here. And still with it is the Lancers. Get the cross in. Finn, shot and a save by Brandween, and that will do it. Nope, that's going to be offsides, actually. Another offside call. And it's not the end of the first half. I don't envy linesmen or assistant referees. It's one of the hardest jobs you can have, especially with the game being decided by millimeters these days. And that will be the final play of the first half. And what a wild first half it was. Rochester Lancers, there is that last play where Finn beats the keeper, beats the defenders, but does not beat the offside flag. It's hard to tell on when the ball was played if Finn was offsides or not on that replay. But it is halftime here at Aquinas. Goals galore. It is Rochester 2 and Pittsburgh 2. Tate Money in the 20th minute. Lucas Fernandez for the Lancers in the 23rd. Lagamba in the 30th for the Lancers. And Godinho in the 44th for Pittsburgh. We'll have our halftime interview with Callista Cassidy and Jake Schindler in just a moment. And let's go down to the field with Callista.
For our halftime player interview.
Hi Lancer fans, I'm Callista Cassidy and I'm here live with Lancers TV at ourlancers.com. I'm here with Lancers captain Jake Schindler. It is a very exciting game for Jake today because it is his 128th game and he is now third on the list of all-time Lancer players. Let's hear it for Jake. Since 1967, games than any other Lancer player except the original captain, Charlie Mitchell, who's played 152 games, and Jim Callahan, who's played 130 games. Jake, congratulations. That is such an accomplishment. Tell us, what is your most memorable indoor Lancer game?
Well, first off, it feels like I've played 148 games. But my most memorable indoor game was probably beating Syracuse in Syracuse for the playoffs when we scored off of our own player's face and bounced in for an own goal. That was pretty awesome. And my favorite outdoor game, I don't know, it was probably the playoffs 2 years ago when we lost to Cleveland in a 6-4 thriller. That was pretty good.
Congratulations, that is so amazing, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, Lancer fans, there's another kind of sad day because we have Ashley King here, and it is her last Lancer game because she is moving to Florida. So Ashley! Everything. Ashley started the Lady Lancers and the men's NPSL team by herself 5 years ago. She negotiated with Aquinas, helped get both teams in their leagues, hired the original Lady Lancers coaches in only a few days, created and designed the uniforms, and so much more all by herself. And most teams have 6 people doing that job. Ashley, you are amazing. You've done so much for the Lancers. Tell us how you juggled all of that with Salvatores and Lancers all by yourself.
Well, I really have a great support team behind me. Yes, I started the outdoor teams by myself in 2017, but right after that, Kayla Clark-Kent came and rejoined the team. She's my twin, my soul sister, and she's just been an amazing support, and we wouldn't be able to do any of this without her. And of course, Soccer Sam, who keeps soccer alive in Rochester, New York. I mean, he's everything. He's made me who I am today, and I owe everything to him.
Well, thank you for everything you've done for Salvatores and the Lancers, and good luck to you and your beautiful family, and enjoy the sunshine in Florida. You're welcome. Back to you guys. We'll see you in the second half.
Thank you, Callista, with the interviews with Jake Schindler and the leaving Rochester for good, Ashley Maria King Solomianco. You may have her at halftime to hear some words from her. This is her actual last game. She had the women's game as well today, but certainly it's been quite a game here at Aquinas. It is Rochester 2, Pittsburgh 2. We'll be back with second half action after these words here on the Lancers Broadcast Network.
Got my heart in a spin. I'd give over every part of me that I'm never gonna let you go. No, baby, sweet baby, oh baby, oh baby.
As if you don't already have enough on your mind, I'm sure you don't want to worry about the stress of car shopping. That's why at Ide Honda, we don't lure you in with a misleading low payment, only to disappoint you with bad news when you get here and have you find out that there's thousands of dollars hidden down in the fine print. At Ide Honda, we're upfront right from the start, so your car buying process can be easy, honest, and even fun. So if you're in the market for a vehicle, come visit us at Ide Honda. We'd love to earn your business.
Sweet baby, oh baby, oh
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow.
We're always fun.
Oh, so good.
Because we like you.
We're plugged in. It's kind of fantastic.
Thanks for waking up with us. It's Elvis Duran and the Kiss Morning Show on Kiss 106.7, Rochester's new hit music.
If your child wants to play soccer at the next level, Soccer Sam is here to help. Soccer Sam's soccer stimulus support can financially assist families in need to help pay for soccer clubs or camps. Email your story to soccersam@soccersam.com for consideration. Don't let financial hardship deter soccer development. Tell us why you are a deserving candidate for the Soccer Sam Soccer Stimulus Support. Email soccersam@soccersam.com today. Feel the kick.
Do you know what makes certified Angus beef so special? Let me show you and tell you why. Certified Angus beef is the result of thousands of hours of planning and breeding to make it the most flavorful beef there is. But don't be fooled. When you see Angus beef on a package, that does not mean it's certified Angus beef. Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, the perfect steak, amazing seafood, and people that truly care about you.
Look at this bit of work.
Shot and oh! And halftime here at Charlie Schiano Field on the campus of Aquinas Institute. Rochester Lancers 2, Pittsburgh Hotspurs 2. At halftime, Andrew Battisti on the call, joined up here in the booth by the woman without whom there would not be Rochester Lancers NPSL or UWS women's soccer. She is leaving us for warmer and better climes than Rochester. Ashley Maria King Solomianco, got to get all that in. 4 names. Ashley, half a game left, and that'll be it.
Then that's it. I know it's so bittersweet. It's so bittersweet. I'm so sad to be leaving the organization, leaving the team, that I'm not going to be here the last 2 home games of the season. But, you know, I'm also excited for my next adventure. Excited to move down with my daughter and my husband and start our new life in Florida.
So what's it like down in St. Petersburg?
That's a good question. I got to find someone who's actually been there. I've actually never even visited. The move kind of got sprung on us. St. Petersburg, Florida picked us. We didn't choose it. It picked us.
So I will find out Wednesday of this week, and I'll send you a message and let you know how it is, Andrew.
That'd be great. I'd love to know. Hopefully just stay cool if you can.
I imagine the temperature is going to be about what it feels like out on the turf today, year-round down there.
Well, maybe not year-round, but at least during the summertime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So for people who don't know, your husband is a doctor,
yes.
And he has gotten a job down in St. Petersburg, in the hospital there. What kind of doctor is he?
He's going into internal medicine, which is mostly just hospital work right now, and he's thinking about doing a cardiology fellowship right after. So we'll be down in St. Petersburg about 3 years, so who knows, in 3 years I might be right back up here with you guys doing this all over again.
Or you might be staying in St. Petersburg because the weather's so nice.
You never know. I gotta
go somewhere else.
I'm a true Rochesterian. I love the season, so it'll be quite the change for me, but...
So everything all packed up and ready to
Everything's all packed up, ready to go. Yeah, we leave on Wednesday. The moving truck came and went with all of our stuff already. So we're camping out in our apartment right now with an air mattress and a pack and play. So.
Oh my goodness.
But I wouldn't miss this for the world. I leave in a couple days. I had to be here.
So Callista asked Jake what her favorite Lancer memory has been in all the games played. What's your favorite memory of the Lancers?
Honestly, there's so many, but probably my most favorite memory is indoor season. A couple seasons ago, we left for an away trip during a polar vortex. Okay, and what was supposed to be a long weekend trip ended up being over 2 weeks with the team, getting stranded at different airports, different cities, different hotels. I mean, we were everywhere from Kansas City to Chicago, then all the way up to Milwaukee before we even ended up back at home in Rochester. So that was an amazing time, really bonding with the team, and just an amazing experience.
That's something that you can only experience, once in your life, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Great memories, but I'm a Lancer fan for life. This team has my heart, and I can't wait to watch the streams next weekend and the weekend after. So no pressure, but you guys better do a good job.
That's right. That's right. You never listened to us.
I've
before.
never even seen.
Not even
stream.
the replays. Huh?
No, I'm usually out there on the field. Come on, Andrew.
Well, I mean, they do have replays at ourlancers.com. If you missed the game, you can watch it after the fact.
All the time, but I'm usually too busy setting up for the next game. But now I'm going to be retired down in Florida. I'm going to have nothing to do other than go on ourlancers.com and rewatch all of the games.
And take care of your daughter.
Absolutely, yes, my beautiful daughter Melina. I'm so blessed.
Well, thank you doesn't seem to be enough. Let's just say, without you, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. So we offer you our gratitude and our best wishes and all our love.
Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for all the memories. Thank you.
Ashley King Solomianco, her last game here for the Rochester Lancers. As we 2-2, let's look at some of the highlights. There's Fernandez. Here's the first opportunity for the Lancers. Boink off the crossbar or upright, in case the case may be. Here's the first goal for Pittsburgh. A great run from Big Tate Money. Just driving through the Lancers defense and beating Brian Wilkin to his far side. And it's 1-0, and then Lancers come right back. Barry Fuller with the shot, just parried by keeper Brandween, and Lucas Fernandez right there to clean it up to equalize at 1. Here's Fernandez again. Gone to the byline, headed back by Demedev. Poor clearance to Antonio Lagamba. Bang! Right into the back of the net. Off the volley, off his chest. And here's another chance for the Lancers. Off the head of Fernandez. And there's the shot and a big save by Brandween. And the goal at the end of the half was ball was on the end line, was not over the end line. Ball was played back, and it was Lucas Godinho going short side to tie this game at 2. And ready to start the second half. Let's see if we have any substitutions at the end of the first half. Lancers moving from left to right in the second half, wearing the blue and gold vertical stripes. And throwback to the 1970 NASL champion Rochester Lancers, who defeated the Washington Darts in the final 2-game series, led by Il Topolino, Carlos Medieri, the only man to win 2 NASL MVP awards. He should be in the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame. There's a shot, big save, rebound blocked away. And it'll be a corner. Big start for Pittsburgh, and Wilkin comes up big to keep it 2-2. Here's the replay. Cross comes in, and it's Godinho with a first-time effort saved by Wilkin. Second shot is blocked.
Brought to you by Salem's Hot.
And that's a big block there by Schindler. But it will be a corner for Spurs. They come out in a house of fire in the second half. And there's a shot, and it's a goal for Pittsburgh. And it's 3-2 off the set piece. Beautiful goal. Ball came out and just a little overhead, little half volley there and just beats Wilkin. Here's the corner again. And the shot and a goal. Big goal for the Pittsburgh Hotspurs, and they take a 3-2 lead. We'll see who that scored that goal. I couldn't catch it there on the replay, but we'll get the announcement from Rocky Parada in just a moment. So just like that, in the 46th minute, the Lancers go down 3-2. Pittsburgh came out really strong at the start of the second half, and they take the lead.
Pittsburgh goal is first of the season, scored by number 19, Owen Hawkins.
It's Owen Hawkins from the back.
Assisted in the 46th minute.
Owen Hawkins coming up from the back puts Pittsburgh into the lead 3-2. Something tells me that's not going to be the last goal that's scored in this game. There's a long ball for Godinho. Fabian's wide open on the left, but Godinho decides to go inside and loses possession, but run down by Drummond. Here's Hutter. Check that. That's Hackenberg into the game for Pittsburgh. That's with the ball top of the box. And now foul called on Money. He said it wasn't me. Here's that scene again. And just beautiful volley off the half volley. Half volley or three-quarter volley by Owen Hawkins, the native of Cambridge, England, with his first goal of the season. So we did have Ethan Hackenberg is into the game. We'll see who he came in for. Hackenberg's from Pittsburgh. He's a sophomore at Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers, who had a great season in college football this past year. Try to see who he came in for in the Pittsburgh lineup. Fabian with the throw in, gets it back. Money plays it square to the far side. It's Hutter, and he'll stay with Pittsburgh. So Rochester behind 3-2. They were down 1-0 and came back with 2 goals in short order. Let's see if they can do it again. Right now it's the Spurs who are in control of the game. Cross comes in, cleared away by the Lancers. August Finn trying to run onto it. Played back by Fabian to keeper Jackson Brandween. Playing his first game for the visitors today. Schindler playing it forward. Headed back into the Lancers half. Harling's header. And it'll be a foul on Harling over the back. There's Hackenberg on the ball. There's Money. Cross cleared out. Shot comes back in, is blocked. Fabian. Klarick. Plays it back. Hutter. Hutter with the cross. Again cleared up by the Lancers. Pittsburgh on the attack. Here come the Lancers now on a counter potentially. August Finn looking for somebody. But Calera comes back with a nice play to win the ball back. Drummond. And Drummond is fouled. Lancers free kick. Hawkins taking more of a central position now. Hutter on the far side. Ramoni. Hackenberg. Kalarick. Shot into the side netting. Pittsburgh has really put their offense together in this second half.
Goal kick brought to you by Dr. Vincent Vella. Dr. Vincent Vella, the official dentist of your Lancers.
Good seat again. Hackenberg, far side, Choleric.
A
wide open shot, but actually had Godinho on the far post wide open, but couldn't find him. Wilkin with the goal kick. Get up 3 goals today. Moni's header backwards. Won by August Finn, the substitute. Finn still with it. Held up there. No call. Crossing from Fuller. And it goes in over the end line for a goal kick.
This Pittsburgh goal kick brought to you by the RIT Inn and Conference Center.
Lemon Panucci, who came out for Pittsburgh. You don't see him out there, the number 38. And we'll have a Lancers substitution. It's going to be Austin Gerber, who scored the goal against Erie, the winning goal for the Lancers. He'll be coming in. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez working on his man. And tried to play it forward, but a little too much pace on that pass. Brandween will distribute. Hutter. Ball played inside for Drummond, but it's won by Walensky. Schindler will play it back to Wilkin. 53rd minute, Pittsburgh with a goal. The 47th minute from Owain Hawkins to take a 3-2 lead here in Rochester. Going down in a heap there is Lagamba. No call. See what Gerber's going to come in for. Fuller. Fuller still working hard. Wins the throw. And he's going to, referee will hold up play for the substitution as we have Austin Gerber in the 54th minute for the Lancers. And we'll see who comes out.
This substitution for your Rochester Lancers. Entering the match is number 15, Austin Gerber. Replacing number 18, Brian Walensky.
Walensky, the Lancers captain, will come out. So definitely more offense in there for the Lancers with Gerber. He's the returning leading scorer with 4 goals in 2019. And has that goal against Erie, the game winner, 1 week ago. August Finn tries to run onto it. Cannot do so. Here comes Pittsburgh. Hutter. Good dummy from Choleric. Moni. Plays it forward for Hackenberg. Ball kept in play by the Lancers. Nope, I'm going to say it is a corner kick. Or is it a corner or a goal kick? No, it's going to be a corner. It sure looked like one.
This Pittsburgh corner kick brought to you by Total Comfort.
Be a second corner for Spurs. Lancers also have 2 corners in the match. It's going to be Hackenberg to take the corner. It's Ethan Hackenberg from Pittsburgh. Spent some time training in Spain with Valencia. So good soccer pedigree there. Far post. Harling there to clear. Cleric will go over to take the corner. And we're going to see Dan Rieger coming into the game for the Lancers in the next whistle. Moni. And that's going to be a throw deep in the corner for Pittsburgh. But they're not allowing the substitution here, but play will go on. It's header. Cross in, it should be another corner. And usually you do not substitute on a corner kick because then you lose your marker. Hackenberg will go over to take this. Last time a corner came from the right side, Pittsburgh scored on it. This time plays it short. Ball into the box and grabbed by Wilkin. Wilkin looks to clear quickly, but no runners for the Lancers. So he's going to boom it downfield looking for Demidov. Or I think that's for Austin Gerber. Similar look of the two players. Now the referee holding up play for the substitution when the Lancers have a chance to break.
This
Such is
substitution
life.
for your Rochester Lancers. Entering
Dan
the match,
Rieger will
number
come
9,
in.
Dan Rieger. Replacing number 7, Harry Fuller.
Harry Fuller, who set up the second goal for the Lancers. Actually set up the first one, too. He's had a good match, the London native. I'm sure he was happy today that England beat Croatia 1-0 in the Euros, thanks to Raheem Sterling. Going down is Rieger, and referee says goal kick.
Pittsburgh's goal kick brought to you by OTB.
Lancers with a little bit of a press now, and they force the turnover. Lancers with the ball in their own half. Harling. Schindler looking for the long ball. Rieger going to run onto this one. Rieger into the near the end line. Pulls it back with the left foot. Crossing shot is blocked. And Pittsburgh comes away with it. Lagamba tried to tee that one up. At the same time, the defender for Pittsburgh got his foot on it as well. Kolarek. Plays it for Fabian. And back for Ubeda, the Spaniard. Kolarek. 1-2. Fabian. The ball's cut out. Chance for the Lancers here. Good ball, Gerber. Gerber loses the ball. And Ubeda will be fouled by Gerber. A little frustration there from Austin Gerber. Frank Siliberto will come into the game for the Lancers. See who he replaces. As Kolarek is still on the ground. Here's that scene again. Gerber pushing the defender down, and of course the defender's going to go down when he's pushed. Kolarek maybe cramping a little bit here. Pittsburgh captain, 29 years old, graduate of St. Francis of Pennsylvania, the Red Flash. Not to be confused with St. Francis of New York. So 2 substitutions coming in, 1 for each team. I believe Kolarek might be coming out here. So Nick Greka will be coming in. And Kolarek will step aside. It's a big loss for Pittsburgh.
Hotspurs. Entering the match, number 20, Nick Greka. Replacing number 7, Nicky Kolarek. Substitution.
Greka just graduated from high school, so big position for him. And coming in now is Siliberto.
This substitution for your Rochester Lancers. Entering the match, number 13, Frankie Siliberto. Replacing number 27, Antonio
Lagamba, the second goal scorer for the Lancers, will see his day come to an end. Siliberto from Churchville Chili. His father Frank played for the old Rochester Flash in the United Soccer League, but not the same USL as we have today. There's a foul called, free kick Rochester. Played in 1984. One of the teams that the Flash played was Ajax of Amsterdam with Frank Rijkaard and Marco van Basten and Ronald Koeman. Boy, what a day that was. I was working for the Flash at the time and get a chance to meet those players before they became stars. The byline goes Fernandez, trying to get the cross in. It'll be a corner for the Lancers. Lancers looking to get back on level terms here, trailing 3-2. Fernandez extremely dangerous when he tries those runs.
Lancers corner kick brought to you by Pepsi.
And we free kick Fernandez to take the corner. Nice to bring all the big bodies up. Everybody but Moni is back for Pittsburgh. Here's Fernandez with the in-swinger. And shot a goal! Wait a minute, is it a goal or not? Now they're saying it's a corner. Whoa. What happened here? The ball must have gone off the back of the net. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Fernandez. There's the header. And that was saved. What a save by Brandwein. He punched it over the crossbar and hit the football upright. It'll be another corner for the Lancers. And that one's cleared away. Brandwein saves the day for Pittsburgh. Here come the Spurs on the break with Money. Money forward. The substitute, Greka. Back to Money and cleared in a touch by the Lancers. Brandwein with a huge save off that point-blank header. And it will be a throw for Pittsburgh.
Brought to you by Donuts Delight.
So each team has made 4 substitutions of the allotted 7 so far. And will be Ethan Hackenberg take the free kick, corner kick. Ball headed back into the 6. Comes off ahead and cleared away by Rochester. Oh, that's a nice move by Fernandez. And August Finn is way offside, or Gerber offside, but Finn will get the ball. Lynch is on the attack. Ball played in the center, cleared out by Spurs. It'll be a Lancers throw. Lancers looking to equalize here. Crossfield pass. Rieger. Rieger with the cross in. Fernandez pops it up into the air. Comes off ahead. Greka loses out. Lancers retain possession. Pensick. Listed to the far side, but won by Pittsburgh. There's Money. Nice layoff by Money. Hackenberg. He did replace Panucci at the start of the second half. Here he is again. Started the last game for Pittsburgh, a 2-0 win over FC Buffalo at home. And it's going to be a free kick. Hackenberg has a lot of the play here in this second half. Native of the Steel City. 64th minute. Moving into the 65th. Lancers trail 3-2. It's 2-2 at halftime, but Pittsburgh scoring early in the second half of a corner kick. It was Owain Hawkins with the game-winning goal at this point. And Reed over the ball. I haven't called Danny Reed's name much so far in the second half. It will be Hackenberg who takes many of these free kicks for Pittsburgh. Got Coach Doug Miller trying to arrange the wall himself. This is a 4-man wall. Ball about 25 to 30 yards out. See if Hackenberg goes for goal here. And he does. And it's way over the top. So goal kick for Rochester. And we'll have another substitution for the Lancers. It's going to be Rafa Godoy. Another Brazilian coming into the game.
All right, fans, time to get your hands up in the air. T-shirts brought to you by
and Rafa will be coming in the 66th minute. And Bruno will take a seat, so Brazilian for Brazilian. Godoy can be very dangerous on the ball. Plays indoors and outdoors for the Rochester Lancers. Pensick.
This substitution for your
Fernandez.
Lancers entering the match, number 2, Rafa.
Switches play.
Replacing number 17,
and Rafa Godoy on the ball.
Substitution in the 66th.
Harling. Harling well forward for him, but he loses out. Pittsburgh with the ball. Good tackle by Godoy. And Lancers win the ball. Here's Gerber. Gerber challenged by Ubeda, and he wins it. Ubeda plays it forward for no one in particular. Going to be taken by Schindler. Lancers trying to find an equalizer here. That should be a free kick. That's not a free kick. Look, Lancer player was held up there blatantly, and now a foul's called. It's going to be on Rayleigh. Lancers, and that's a yellow card as well. 67th minute. That's a frustration foul. As Lancers looked for a foul there. The player was clearly held up, but referee Lauren Durman did not call it. And it will be Jameson Rayleigh going into the book. First yellow card for the Lancers. Goalkeeper Brandwein has a yellow for Pittsburgh as he came out early in the first half out of his box and barreled over Andre the Giant Demidov. Pittsburgh takes the free kick short. And Pensick will retrieve the loose ball. Ball played forward for Gerber. Can he run onto it? No, he can't. Good defensive play by Pittsburgh. Beta plays it forward. Godinho. We have Godoy and Godinho.
A yellow card caution.
Owain Hawkins plays it cross
number
field
6,
for Hutter.
Jameson Rayleigh. Caution issued in the 67th minute.
Greka loses out. Drummers booms it into the track. Throw in for Rochester. Hackenberg. Far side for Hutter. Now long ball looking for Greka. Plays it forward for Godinho. And ball just goes over the top. Nearly an own goal for the Lancers. And Pittsburgh will have their 4th corner of the game. Very dangerous play there. Here it is again. Greka found Godinho. Ball was cleared out by Rieger, just out of the reach of Brian Wilkin. It is a corner kick for Pittsburgh. In the 69th minute as Spurs lead the Lancers 3-2. Here comes the corner. Godinho goes up forward and it skims wide of the target, and it'll be a goal kick. And it's time for the FIFA-mandated hydration break here in minute 70 as the Lancers trail Pittsburgh 3-2.
Fans and players will be taking their second hydration
get their second win in a row in the Lancers, but they're going to need to do some work here to do that. Pittsburgh, if they win, will go to 4-1 and be in prime position in the Rust Belt Conference. They'll be 5 points ahead of their nearest challenger, FC Buffalo, for the second playoff spot, which again is a big turnaround for the team that was 1-6-3 2 seasons ago. Here's that corner kick again. And the goal is the goal in the 47th minute, which right now is the game winner by Owain Hawkins. I'll take a quick hydration break myself here. Lancers dominated much of the first half, but 2 mistakes. One on that play on the end line. That actually wasn't a mistake, really. It was a great play by Tate Money and score. Coming into the game now is a very dangerous forward for Pittsburgh, number 21, Brian Akongo, 6'1", age 20 years old, from London, England, a dual citizen of England and Cameroon. He will replace Danny Reed.
All right, fans, time to get ready because here come Frisbees. Direct to you from Palmer's Direct to You.
Congo with 2 goals on the season, including the game-winning goal against FC Buffalo. He's a sophomore at Robert Morris College, which is in Pittsburgh. Also played for Farnborough FC in the 7th division of English soccer. Young stud out there on the forward line for Pittsburgh. Here's Fernandez. His Lancers look to find an equalizer. Rieger, and that is way too much pace on that pass. Will be a throw, though, deep in the corner for Pittsburgh. Lancers will try to push some people forward here for this. So 5 subs for each team now. Long throw up the line, comes off the Lancers player. Ball popped up in the air, and it'll be a foul. A little too aggressive was Austin Gerber. Pittsburgh with the free kick. Greka, far side. There is a Congo. Got to watch him. Congo goes right at 4 defenders, and final pass goes astray. And Pittsburgh retains possession. They've had much of the ball in this second half. Some changes made by Coach Tom Campbell near the end of the first half has really upended the match here. Brandon Hackenberg, number 6 for Pittsburgh, has had a great second half. Really has controlled much of the midfield and had some good set-piece opportunities. Here come the Lancers. Gerber goes around 1 man. 2 on 3 for the Lancers. Here's Gerber. Gerber keeps possession, but he's going to commit the foul. Gerber says, I got the ball. Referee says, you got the man too. That was a good run by Gerber, but the last touch was a little too strong, and Ubeda was able to get to it. There it is again. Ubeda did not start the game. Pittsburgh was having trouble in the back, but since he's come in, he's really cleaned things up. Graduated from West Liberty University this year. Fabian for Godinho. Hackenberg. Pass is blocked. And ball will go to touch. It'll be Lancer throw. 74th minute. Lancers trail 3-2. Lancers throw in for Rieger. Pittsburgh has pretty much everybody back except Moni right now. Here's Godoy. Plays it back. Persic for Alex Harling. Pensick. Has to play it back, and that's going to be potentially a corner. Nope, saved by Wilkin. Pensick complaining that Godinho pushed him in the back, but the referee does not make the call. Lancer with possession. Harling to the far side. Siliberto. Ricky bringing it upfield. Has to play it back. Pittsburgh packing their defense now, trying to hold on to this 3-2 lead. Schindler. Fernandez tries to volley to himself, but loses out, but the ball going back to the Lancers once again. Schindler, and we have a player down for Pittsburgh. They'll stop play. Looks like it's Lucas Drummond who is down. Pittsburgh sub coming in is Anthony DeFalco. And now he's being called back, actually. And the referee signaling for a substitution. Looks like something a little more serious. Actually, it's not Drummond down. Drummond is standing there, number 15. Let's see who that is. Another impromptu water break. Lancers will be back in action this coming Sunday, 1 week from today, against Erie Commodores here at Aquinas Institute. 5 o'clock kickoff. We invite everyone to come out. It's free admission. We ask you if you desire to give a donation either to Camp Good Days and Special Times or to the Breast Cancer Coalition of Rochester. It's going to be, let's see, it's not Tate Moe, it's number 19. It's Owain Hawkins, the gentleman who has right now the game-winning goal. He's going to have to be substituted. He looks like his day is done. He's limping off with his shoe off. Let's see what Coach Tom Campbell does here. Definitely need to put in an 11th player. DeFalco's more of a forward. He's actually he's going to be DeFalco. Now DeFalco is a senior in high school. What a position to come into a game 3-2 ahead with the Lancers pressing for an equalizer.
Delivery of the game. One lucky Lancer fan
So in the 77th minute, it will be DeFalco coming in for Hawkins. See where he lines up. Actually, he's going to go up top. They're going to pull somebody else into the back. Once again, the Lancers give up possession. Greka plays it back for Hutter. Long ball up for Money. A nice defensive play by the Lancers. They win the ball. Confirmation and substitution. Fernandez. Square ball for Rieger. Rieger has to play it back. It's going to be a throw for Rochester.
20 for Anthony DeFalco.
Rieger throws it in for Finn.
Owen Hawkins.
Never called his name much in the second half. That's a poor ball there from Finn. But Pittsburgh just gives it right back. But it's 70 yards or 80 yards from the Pittsburgh goal. That's where they want it as they lead 3-2 moving into the 79th minute. Ball's taken away again. And it's going to be a free kick as Money goes down. So that's not what the Lancers want. Pittsburgh wants that to keep possession, and they're doing that. Now they can run some more time off the clock with this set piece. And Money's a big boy, I tell you. Reminds me of Paul Gascoigne, great England midfielder who is not only big, but he had a great touch. You see Money at that first goal did very well to beat 2 defenders and put it far post past Wilkin. Greka commits a foul. It'll be a free kick for the Lancers. Pensic plays it for Godoy. Now Harling. Fernandez back to Harling. That's not where you want Fernandez, all the way in the back. So Lancers will put in Jujay Vardar into the game. They're forward. Godoy nearly gets on that ball, but it's won by Pittsburgh. Congo all the way back in defense there. And played up. There's Greka. Greka with the cross, and it will be a corner for Pittsburgh. They're 5th of the game.
Pittsburgh corner kick brought to you by Mr. Glass.
Vardar will come in.
This
See who's coming out. It's
for your Rochester Lancers.
81st minute
Entering
substitution.
the match, number 11, Janae Vardar. Replacing number 10, Lucas Fernandez.
Lucas Fernandez, scorer of the Lancers' first goal, will take a seat. Some fresh legs out there. Vardar's a senior at St. Bonaventure. Went to Webster Thomas. And Pittsburgh with the corner kick. Watch a Congo on this, it's very dangerous. They play up to the top of the box. Instead, Godinho tries for the spectacular, and it's blocked away, but still Pittsburgh ball. And a good tackle again, but Pittsburgh still retaining possession. And that shot's way off the mark into the trees in the back. It'll be a goal kick for Rochester. Working, playing quickly.
Lancers goal kick brought to you by Hotspurs.com.
Here's Harling. Siliberto on the far side. And it'll be Lancers throw. Referee says, get a different ball. That's very interesting. We're going to see Alex Vega coming into the game for Rochester, and that'll be their final substitution. Schindler squares it. Played forward for Rieger on that right side. That's where he likes to operate. Rieger with a cross into the box, and that's away for a goal kick. And Vega will come into the match in the 82nd minute. See who Doug Miller is going to take out.
Direct to you market. Substitution for your Rochester Lancers entering the match, number 5, Alex Vega. Replacing number 6, Jamison Rayleigh.
Jamison Rayleigh will take a seat. A lot of work in midfield. Also picked up a yellow card in the game. Time running out for the Lancers. They need to find a way to get forward and try to equalize this match. The Pittsburgh's defensively has been very solid in the second half. Here's Gerber. And that's played away. That'll be a throw for Rochester. Deep in the corner. Gerber takes it. Here's Finn. Cleared away again by Spurs. And it's going to be a Spurs throw-in. Ball deflected off one of the Lancer players. Tyler Fabian throws it in, gets it back, and plays it forward. Greka. Good header run by Harling, and Harling will boom it upfield. Comes off the head of Hutter. And Hutter gets the ball back. Falco playing it forward. Pittsburgh has really tightened up their back in the second half. They've been Lancers very few opportunities where they were at a premium in the first half. You've got to take advantage of your chances when you get them. Lancers hit a post, came close on a couple of occasions, did score twice, but Pittsburgh has come from 2-1 down to lead at 3-2 with just about 6 minutes plus stoppage time left in the match. Schindler playing forward for Rieger. Comes off his head. There's no one there to follow up. Ball's cleared back upfield. Medino. Drummond loses the ball. It rolls all the way back to Beta, who clears it forward. That's going to be a Pittsburgh throw-in. The Spurs have proven their mettle in this game. After playing 48 hours ago and beating FC Buffalo, handing them their first loss of the season, they've come in here to Rochester, where they have not won yet. Lancers have won the first two meetings between these two teams, but right now it's Spurs leading at 3-2 with 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Pittsburgh has been pretty much dominant in the second half after scoring that goal off the corner kick. That's a good tackle. Ball played upfield. Again, no one up there for the Lancers. Here's a Congo. Ball's cut out well. Maybe a chance here. Lancers got some space. And it's given away as Drummond wins the ball.
It is time for the Cotton Eye Joe.
Lays it back.
Marathon Energy. Let's see that dance energy out there. Time to stand up and join the Lancer dancers for the Cotton Eye Joe.
Lancers doing it back. Harling Rieger makes himself available. Harling goes the other way to Schindler. Pittsburgh not letting the Lancers play it out of the back very easily. And that came off a Congo. Lancers go back and retrieve it. Pensick. Godoy. Bring it forward. Rieger trying to run onto this ball. It's played out well. Pittsburgh anticipating those through balls and dealing with them excellently. Rieger with the throw. Harling. Overlapping. Tries to play it for Finn, a little too far for him. Obeda lays it back and it's cleared out by Spurs. Vega. Vega again. Finn. Godoy. Lifts it into the box. Big bounce. Lancers retain possession with Harling. And now, ball's boomed downfield. Comes off the head of Pensick and Harling again. Nice one to get in the attack. Siliberto. Can't get by his man though. That's going to be won by the Riverhounds, by Spurs. I knew I was going to say Riverhounds again. Only the third time. I guess I get 4 strikes. 88th minute, Lancers trail 3-2. Pittsburgh does have one more sub to make if they wish. Actually, looking at their lineup, they have used up all their field players. They would have to bring in the extra goalkeeper. That's going to be another foul, another free kick for Pittsburgh. The Spurs are just eating away at this clock here in the 88th minute, moving into the 89th. It's going to be probably at least 3-4 minutes of stoppage time, but right now, Pittsburgh has the ball exactly where they want it, way downfield. Congo will take this free kick. Be a 4-man wall for the Lancers. See what the English Cameroonian can do. Shot and a nice grab by Wilkin. Good effort there by Congo. Wilkin was right there. Wilkin plays it upfield. Congo wins the ball and actually committed the foul. It's going to be another head clash. And they'll stop play. Congo remains on the deck. That scene again. Wilkin with the goal kick. 2 Lancers there. Congo's there. Congo actually didn't get one to the head. He landed awkwardly on the turf, but it looks like he's okay.
As a reminder, the clock will stop at the 90-minute mark.
Minutes,
time to be kept
the 90th minute in the books. Lancers trail 3-2. Godoy, see what he can do with it here. Again, Pittsburgh not giving the Lancers time to play the ball. They're definitely pressing in this second half. And they force another turnover. Ball looking for Congo over the top. He's going to run onto it. Pensick. And Congo tries to take the ball into the corner. And it will be a corner for Pittsburgh. Their 5th corner of the second half. They've really turned this game around. Lancers not happy with the call, but it is.
Pittsburgh corner kick brought to you by iHeartRadio.
We'll see how much stoppage time we get for this second half. Not seeing an indication yet from the referee. We have played 90 minutes, but no indication of stoppage time. There should be some with the water break. Pittsburgh playing the ball short into the corner. And it'll be a goal kick. So Lancers have 5 minutes of stoppage time. So
Lancers goal kick brought to you by Nye Family Dealership.
Pittsburgh trying to hold up play there, and Lancers not letting them get away with that.
5 minutes of stoppage time.
5 minutes of stoppage time. We already had about 30 seconds to a minute of it already. Let's see if the Lancers can do something here. Ball played forward. It's across the field for Rieger. Rieger lays it back. Ball played in. That's cleared out once again by Pittsburgh. Harling, long ball over the top. Congo very active. He's all over the field coming on in the second half. He's forcing those Lancer backs to not be able to play with any kind of time on the ball. It's really changed the match here. Pittsburgh has done very well in this second half. Got to give him credit. At this point, they're making that goal. Early scored early in the second half by Owain Hawkins, the fullback. And it's 3-2. There's Ubeda, and he gives up a corner. Here's a chance for the Lancers. But 2.5 minutes of stoppage time left. It'll be Rafa Godoy to take the corner. Let's see if the Lancers, what they can do. Wilkin is practically all the way in midfield. Everybody back for Pittsburgh. Let's see if Godoy can deliver some of that educated right foot. Here's a cross in the middle. There's a shot, and cleared off the line by Spurs. Second chance for Godoy. Godoy has to play it back. And that foul was not called out. Godinho is fouled in the back. It's going to be a free kick for Pittsburgh. There's that scene again. Godoy. There's a good header there as Rieger, and the ball was cleared off the line. And maybe the last chance for the Lancers. Less than 2 minutes to go in stoppage time. And Pittsburgh just bang it downfield as far as they can. And Tate Money with the ball. It's very hard to get knocked off the ball. Greca will take it right into the corner, but it's won by the Lancers. It's going to be a free kick for the Lancers as well. Actually, it's going to be a goal kick.
Lancers goal kick brought to you by Salmon's Hots.
Maybe one more push forward for the Lancers. Vega, long ball upfield. It's going to be too far. It's going to go right to the keeper. Oh, and that's going to be, could be a booking or maybe even a sending off there. And things breaking down here in Rochester. Brandon's gotten banged into more than once in this game. And it is a yellow card for Austin Gerber. That's just frustration. There's ball downfield. Grabbed by the keeper, and Gerber just lost his cool there. It could have easily been a red card, but it was just a yellow. And Ubeda getting in there, and Godoy getting in there. We have a little tag team match here in Rochester. This kick actually may end the game, and we'll see if the referee decides to blow a whistle to end this match. It's going to be a free kick for Brandweed. And stoppage time is up. We play on for referee looking at her watch. Pensick, Lancers need to get the ball forward as fast as possible here. Vega. Schindler. Long ball for Rieger. Rieger can't get his head to it. It's going to be a throw for the Lancers. Bruno hands it off to Alex Harling. Godoy. Back to Harling. All the way back to Pensick. We have played the 5 minutes of stoppage time, but we're still go on. Ball heading to touch, and that will do it. The Pittsburgh Hotspurs come into Rochester and take home a 3-2 victory over the Rochester Lancers in NPSL action. And it was a second-half goal from Owain Hawkins off the corner kick in the 47th minute, held up as the game-winning goal as the Rochester Lancers dropped to 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Pittsburgh goes to 4 wins and 1 loss, 12 points, 1 point behind Cleveland in the Rust Belt Conference. It's a big road win for Pittsburgh. It puts them in a great position for a playoff berth. Lancers dropped to 1-3-1, 4 points. They need to get on a winning streak if they're going to hope to make the playoffs. We'll hear from Coach Doug Miller and Callista Cassidy. We'll be doing that interview in just a moment. We've got the Lancers back in action on Sunday the 20th, Father's Day, so bring your fathers out to check out the match here at Howder Stadium. Well, that's where the NASL Lancers used to play. Here at Aquinas Stadium, you can say that. The Lancers played there as well. Erie Commodores come in, 5 p.m. kickoff. Lady Lancers played 2 against Albany on Father's Day as well. We're down to Callista Cassidy in a moment.
I'm Callista Cassidy, and I'm here with
And here we go.
live at OurLancers.com. I'm here with head coach Doug Miller. Doug, what can we expect to see in our next game? What are you going to be working on in practice for this upcoming game on Sunday?
Well, Pittsburgh came in and played well and scored on their chances. And obviously in the first 3 minutes we had 3 or 4 chances. So again, having a number 9 who can finish and score 10, 15 goals is the hardest commodity out there. And we got to find and create one within our team.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Yeah, thank you, Doug. Okay. All right, Dad. So, Jeremy,
you're beautiful.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Did you do anything special?
Yeah, I went camping for a few days in the Adirondacks, so it was a good time.
That's amazing. And how does it feel to be the Lancers assistant coach?
It's been a lot of fun. Doug's given me a lot of responsibility, and I've known the guys for a few years, obviously, so it's been a lot of fun. We've definitely made some progress. We'll setback today, but we'll get back to it.
Definitely. How have you been recovering from your surgery?
Not too bad. Finally started running, which is cool. Straight lines. Kind of boring, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Still have a couple months.
We can't wait to see you back on the field, and we'll see you Sunday. All right, Lancer fans, I'm here with Lucas Fernandez. Lucas, you had another goal tonight. Is this your second goal of the season?
Yeah, that's my second.
Congratulations. How did you prepare for today's game?
I think today was just a team effort. We put a little short on. Very hard. We worked hard in training this past week, but we just got to put our heads down and go back to work.
What can we expect to see this weekend for our next game on Sunday?
Hopefully we come back with a big turnaround and work even harder than we've ever had, because that's what we need right now. We need 3 points next Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and see you Sunday at our next game, June 20th at 5 p.m. and Lady Lancers at 2 p.m. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Callista. And the Lancers will again be in the friendly confines of Charlie Schiano Field. It's coming Sunday, 1 week from today, Father's Day against Erie. Scoring in the match, Tate Mahoney got the first goal for Pittsburgh in the 20th minute, a great individual effort. Lucas Fernandez equalized for the Lancers 3 minutes later off a shot from Harry Fuller, saved by the keeper Brandween, but it was Fernandez cleaning it up for the goal, and Ngamba with a beautiful goal in the 30th minute to give the Lancers the lead. Then Pittsburgh got a goal right before the half and right after the half. It was Lucas Godinho in the 44th minute on the short side, beating Wilkin, and then off the corner kick, Owain Hawkins. And here is the winning goal. Here comes the ball in. Ball takes a bounce, and it was right there for Owain Hawkins. A beautiful volley, beating Wilkin. No chance for him. And Owain Hawkins, the defender from Cambridge, UK, scores the winning goal as Pittsburgh goes to 3 wins and 1 loss on the season. 4 wins and 1 loss, check that. 12 points, 1 point behind Cleveland SC for first place in the conference. Lancers dropped to 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 draw. 4th place in the conference. And that's going to do it for our broadcast today. I want to thank everyone associated with the Lancers, of course, owner Soccer Sam Fantuzzo, everybody at Varsity Media. We couldn't do the broadcast without them, giving you all the pictures and replays and everything else that goes along with this broadcast. Thanks to, of course, the Lancer staff, Kayla Clark-Kent, and also Joe Rizzo, Rocky Parada, and Ashley Maria King Solomianco. We're going to miss you so much. Good luck with your new life and your move to St. Petersburg, Florida. We'll certainly miss you here with the Lancers and with Salvatore's. You've been such a great blessing to all of us. We're going to really wish you the best in your new life. And that does it for me, Andrew Battisti. The final score from Aquinas, Lancers 2, Pittsburgh 3. This has been Rochester Lancers Soccer on the Lancers Broadcast Network.